And we welcome you back to Bakersfield for the 3C2A Softball Championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We move on to Game 2 and a matchup between Fullerton College and College of San Mateo. Jeff Stoynoff back with former Merced head coach, former and always head coach, Steve Castanina. Steve, College of San Mateo, 41-2, the top seed in the North, 34 wins in a row. How do you even go about putting a streak together like that?
Well, they got to be better than the other team.
It's a good start.
It's a good start.
Always helps.
No, they're well coached. They are relentless. Know how to play the game. There's not a lot of mysteries attached to a record that glittering. You're just better.
Yeah, over the last
hit, pitch, field, and run.
Over the last 7 years under head coach Nicole Quigley-Borg, this is a team that's put together an overall record of 287-37. So this isn't a great departure, as it turns out, from what we've seen from College of San Mateo. Meanwhile, for Fullerton College, maybe as close to a Cinderella run as you're going to get here. And what I mean by that is they actually went on the road in the Super Regionals and scored a victory over El Camino in that series to punch their ticket here. First time back since 2005 under coach Speedy Mendoza. And this has been a real breakthrough season for the Hornets, and they'll look to continue it here as we get underway. Sabrina Anguiano, the shortstop, will lead it off. She'll be followed by Veronica Garza and Kaylee Williamson against Emily McAdams. In the circle for College of San Mateo, the first pitch low, 1 ball and no strikes on Anguiano. McAdams rocks and fires, and that one pulled foul. A ball and a strike on Anguiano, who comes in batting .400 on the season. 4 home runs, 25 runs batted in. And Sabi at the top of the order really makes this offense go for the Hornets. McAdams ready, the 1-1. Line drive into center, but right at Zalba. Bella Zalba, well positioned. It was a rocket off the bat of Anguiano. But nothing but a long flyout. And 1 down, and Veronica Garza will be the batter. Fullerton 37-7 on the season. (17-4) in the Orange Empire Conference. They didn't win it. Cyprus won it. But Orange Empire Conference always loaded. Second place finish for the Hornets, but they nonetheless make it to Bakersfield. And the championship tournament fisted over the circle. Businger on it quickly and able to retire Garza. Well, the ball that could have been trouble, but Aubrey Businger on it quickly and able to get Garza 2 down, bases empty, and here comes Kaylee Williamson.
And that is center fielder number 48, Kaylee Williamson.
Williamson comes in batting .418, no home runs, 25 runs batted in. Give you the numbers on McAdams shortly. Tries the curveball and misses. McAdams making her 32nd start of the season, her 34th appearance, 30 wins against just 1 loss and an ERA of 0.75. Curveball outside. 2 balls and no strikes on Williamson. So McAdams, another dominating pitcher from North. And maybe the most dominating with the 30 wins. That one tails inside but catches the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Kaylin Sterling in left. Bella Zalba in center. Mandy Wheatenhagen in right for College of San Mateo. 2-1 pitch, line drive, just foul. Caitlin Gretsch at third base for College of San Mateo. Aubrey Businger at short. Haley Hyatt, the second baseman. Ali Sarabia at first. Riley Donovan behind the plate. And Emily McAdams in the circle for College of San Mateo. 2-2 on Williamson. Here's the pitch, fouled away. Jessica Lopez, the pitcher, will bat 4th. Chloe Lilavois at first base batting 5th for Fullerton. Sarah Rengifo, the third baseman, batting 6th. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fly ball to left, playable for Sterling. And she has it. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Through half an inning, no score. Fullerton College of San Mateo. It's game 2 of the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Getting set for the bottom of the first. I want to correct that very quickly.
I didn't have that last week.
Fullerton. And Aubrey Bussinger set to lead things off. The shortstop for College of San Mateo. She'll be followed by Emily McAdams, the pitcher, and Caitlin Gretsch, the third baseman, as San Mateo comes to the plate here in the bottom of the first, no score. Desiree Guzman in left field for Fullerton, Kaylee Williamson in center, Annabelle Mendez in right. We will give you the infield defense after this pitch from Lopez. First offering to Bussinger. Inside corner, called strike one. Paul Marinas behind the plate. Justin Allen, the first base umpire. Skylar Brown, the third base umpire, here for game 2. Second of 4 on the day here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Straight change, and Bussinger well out in front. No balls and 2 strikes on Bussinger, who comes in batting .370 on the season, 6 home runs, 33 runs batted in. Overall as a team, College of San Mateo, 40 home runs as a team, and a team average up over .370. It's the kind of statistical route that you would expect from a team that comes in 41-2. Really dominated their opposition. 4 straight wins in the regionals and super regionals to get here to Bakersfield. But it only starts here. We'll see how they do. Bussinger down on strikes. Another off-speed pitch. And Bussinger fooled. Strikeout for Lopez, and that'll bring up McAdams. Well, we talked about the 30 wins for Emily McAdams. She's also batting .375 on the season. No home runs, 7 runs batted in. 64 at-bats on the season, so not a big surprise to see McAdams in the lineup with the bat in her hands. 1 ball and no strikes. And she stands in from the left side. Lopez rocks and fires, tries the rise ball. It's high. 2 balls and no strikes on McAdams. Gretsch on deck. Infield cheating in a little bit against McAdams. See the running start from the left side. That pitch in there for a strike. 2 balls and a strike on McAdams. So they'll expect McAdams to put the ball on the ground. And in fact, 24 hits on the season for McAdams. No extra base hits. On the left side, Anguiano with the long throw. And gets McAdams at first. 2 up, 2 down. And that'll bring up Gretsch. Fullerton, a super regional win at El Camino. They lost game 1 3-2, but then came back on May 11th. Swept the doubleheader, a 5-4 win, a 4-1 win to make their way to Bakersfield. Another one of the teams that has faced elimination and had an answer.
Yeah, 3 of the first 4 today had faced elimination. The one that.
And from a coaching standpoint, is that something where, if it works out in your favor, is that anything but a positive? I would imagine the team then gains a little bit of confidence that hey, we can play when the chips are down and backs against the wall here.
Well, it's really it's over 2 different days. So the first day is 1 game, second day is 1 or 2.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's a lot of carryover, honestly.
Here's the 1-1 pitch to Gretsch. Just inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty much the better team wins, and if it takes them a day to figure it out, then that's all they've earned is a ticket to the dance. Nothing extra.
Lopez ready after a brief visit from Garza, and we're ready to go. Jammed her. Gets that one out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The winner of this one gets San Joaquin Delta tomorrow morning here at Bakersfield College. Here's the 2-2. Excuse me, right back to the circle and an easy play for Lopez. 3 up, 3 down. Quick first inning. No score through 1. Fullerton and College of San Mateo. Set to go in the top of the second inning. Want to correct one thing here. There was a lineup switch for Fullerton College prior to the start of the game. Lulu Vasquez was initially penciled in as the designated player. She was moved to the pitcher spot, and she remains in the order in the 4 spot. So it was Vasquez in the circle for the top of the first inning, not Jessica Lopez, but we have that straight now. So Vasquez batting 4th and pitching stands in and takes a strike from Emily McAdams. Vasquez, Lillavois, and Rengifo due up for the Hornets in the top of the second. McAdams, off-speed pitch. A swing and a miss from Vasquez. Well, we just saw a pretty good change-up in our first game, and that was a good job taking a little bit off for McAdams, and she appears to have all the pitches.
Yeah, both of them do, actually.
0-2 to Vasquez. Fastball, and just outside. One and 2 on Vasquez. Curveball foul back to the screen. Count remains 1 and 2. We talked about Fullerton's run. San Mateo, an easy romp through the regionals over Solano, 7-1 and 11-1. But then they come back against College of the Sequoias and a pair of 1-0 victories. That was a lot about Emily McAdams. So they shut down Sequoias, and they needed to. Sky high on the infield. Bussinger has it for the out. So McAdams cruising early, and Lillevoix will be the batter. Lillevoix, .432 hitter on the season. 2 home runs, 41 runs batted in. Gretsch in at third for Lillevoix. Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Wind continuing to blow out to right center field. Here it's picked up a little bit at the beginning of game 2. 0-1 pitch. High and inside to Lillevoix. McAdams rocks and fires. Just foul. And there a look at freshman Chloe Lillevoix, first baseman. Fly ball center field. Zalba with room. 2 down. 5 in a row retired from McAdams. And what are you seeing early here, Coach, from McAdams that's allowing her to be so successful?
Well, same thing makes any pitcher successful. Change speeds, hit spots, and then the coach is making the right calls.
Yeah, it looked like she changed eye level a little bit there, brought it up in the zone, and gets the can of corn from Lillevoix. 2 down. Big swing and a miss from Rengifo, the third baseman.
Nicole Borg was a pitcher, a very good one. So she understands not only the mentality and psychology on the mound, but how to throw.
Rengifo batting .342 coming in. No home runs, 18 runs batted in. Hornets as a team hit .354, and you talk about good pitching. Not really a surprise. We may have quite a pitcher's duel here moving forward. Opposing batters against Fullerton batting just .150. So Vasquez and Lopez have made a formidable team as well. We'll see how much offense we see here in game 2. 2 balls and a strike on Rengifo. In on the hands, but it will fall foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. McAdams brought it up and in to Rengifo. Again, Gretsch inside the bag at third, even with a count of 2-2. Here's the pitch. A little too much drop on the drop ball, and a full count now coming on Rengifo. Outfield shaded just slightly the opposite way for Rengifo. And a walk for Rengifo, first base runner for either team. Rengifo at first, and Mendez coming to the plate for the Hornets here in the top of the second. Mendez comes in batting .355, 7 home runs, 46 runs batted in. The 7 home runs leads the team. Curveball outside. Interesting in the lineup that elect to have Mendez, leading home run hitter, up over .350, and she's in the 7 spot. From down the lineup, potency in the last third of the lineup for Speedy Mendoza. Fastball low, 2 balls and no strikes now on Mendez. And you don't want to make a mistake here if you're Emily McAdams. .2-0 pitch. Foul back toward the screen. And Donovan going to run out of room. 2 balls and a strike. So Mendez will dig back in. Rengifo at first with 2 down. And here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Snap throw down to first, and boy, I'll tell you, they had Rengifo, but Sarabia really not ready to put the tag down.
Yeah, and the throw was high.
Take one more look at that one. McAdams pulls the string. Rengifo just able to get back. Here's the 2-2 fouled away by Mendez.
Yeah, if she corners the bag, she's out.
Desiree Guzman, the left fielder, would be next. If Mendez can keep it alive here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Cold strike 3. Mendez down on strikes. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the second, game 2 of the 3C2A Softball Championship. College of San Mateo and Fullerton scoreless here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Lulu Vasquez back in the circle for the Hornets. She worked a 1-2-3 first inning, and now she will deal to Mandy Wheatenhagen, Riley Donovan, and Ali Sarabia. 4, 5, and 6 due up for College of San Mateo. Bulldogs and Hornets, no score here in the bottom of the second. First pitch in there for a strike. Coach, we're wondering a little bit, and I know we're talking about it in between innings, that Lulu Vasquez sounds familiar. I think she might have been playing for Cyprus last year. Going to try and get that information.
If it is, it would have been 2 years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago when they won it,
yes.
if memory serves. Yes. And yeah. How do you forget a name like Lulu Vasquez?
Well, I don't. I think that's why we're having this conversation.
that's exactly it. Stays in there. 2 balls and a strike now on Wheatenhagen, the cleanup hitter for San Mateo. Comes in batting .472, 12 home runs, 47 runs batted in. And if you're Fullerton, this is where you want to face Amanda Wheatenhagen. Base is empty. Curveball, they'll appeal down to first base. And Justin Allen gives the safe sign. 3 balls and a strike now on Wheatenhagen. Vasquez. That one fouled back to the screen. Vasquez tries to get the rise ball by Wheatenhagen. Full count now with Donovan waiting on deck. Bulldogs returning to the 3C2A Softball Championship here at Bakersfield. Last year they were eliminated. I believe it was day 3. No. Going back to last year, and they fell to El Camino in the opener 5-4 on day 1. Also ended up in the loser's bracket, and so important as that pitch is high and inside, and a walk to Wheatenhagen to start the second. Put yourself in a position, as we talked about at the top today, where you need to win 6 games in 3 days to win a championship. Game 1. Hard to argue that the last game's not the most important game, but boy, the first game here in a double elimination tournament runs a close second for your most important game. And San Mateo did come back on day 2 to get a victory over Ohlone and a victory over Sierra. Eventually, they were eliminated by Cyprus in day 3. 1-0 the count on Donovan. Batting .378 on the season, 6 home runs, 35 runs batted in. Hornets charging at the corners, lifted into left field and deep and gone! Riley Donovan.
Two-run home run.
A 2-run shot. San Mateo grabs a 2-0 lead, and we'll certainly get a look at this one again and watch the pitch inner half, coach, and Donovan takes it out to left center.
Well, I was just saying this game so far lacks drama. It's changed.
The long ball always brings a little drama with it, and San Mateo now with a 2-0 lead as Ali Sarabia stands in against Lulu Vasquez. First pitch on the inside corner, no balls and a strike on Sarabia. Sarabia batting .355 on the season.
San Mateo has a tendency to recruit people from the same family. There was a Donovan that played, Harley, that played a couple of years ago for San Mateo in the tournament here. If those two aren't related,
yeah, they're sisters.
I would be very surprised.
There you go.
Just informed they are sisters, because you can tell by the way she plays,
0-2
by the way
pitch.
she looks, that they're related.
Sarabia fouls it away. Stays alive. Bella Zalba waits on deck. They play Sarabia slightly to pull. Driven to left. Guzman there for out number 1. And that'll bring up Zalba. Zalba batting .333 on the season. No home runs, 14 runs batted in.
Now batting the center fielder, number 3, Isabella Zalba.
Vasquez ready, rocks and fires. Popped up, easy play, Alcala for out number 2. Madigan coming to the plate, but Donovan strikes the big blow. First hit of the game on either side, and it's a big one.
Now batting the designated player,
The
number
2-run
23,
shot.
Jamie Madigan.
And you begin to wonder if McAdams can make that stand up. Long way to go. But McAdams with an ERA under 1, and she has been dominating all season. Hornets already in a little bit of a hole. 1 ball and no strikes to Madigan. In there for a strike. Count evened up at a ball and a strike on the designated player, Jamie Madigan. Fastball tails inside. Madigan, a .286 hitter. 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Madigan squares to bunt, now pulls it back, curve ball away, 3 balls and a strike. There you get a look at Lulu Vasquez. Ready? The pitch popped up, shallow right. Mendez moving in, and she's got it. That will retire the side, but not before the Bulldogs strike with a 2-run home run from Riley Donovan. 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left through 2 complete. College of San Mateo 2, Fullerton College 0. It's the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Sabi Anguiano for Fullerton College here in the top of the third.
Center fielder number 9, Desiree
Guzman digs in from the right side. College of San Mateo with the 2-0 lead on the 2-run home run by Riley Donovan.
Okay, I'm going to say something about that pitch. That was a strike.
Well, a ball is the call.
Well, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
The minus the official.
Paul Marinas
the official
ground
version.
ball into right, a base hit. Well, that was one of the plays that is particularly notable in softball. The ground ball into shallow right and a close play at first, and it's why if you're Guzman, you really got to hustle down the line here. You watch Wheatenhagen come up with that ball and almost get Guzman at first, but Guzman getting down the line gets the base hit. So the leadoff hitter aboard, and Alcala will be the batter. Bunts this one in the air. Donovan's throw over the head and into right field, but a great job by Wheatenhagen again backing up that play, keeps the runners where they are. This should go down, I believe, as an error, a throwing error. As I'm looking in the direction of Andrew Wheeler, but the throw clearly high, but Wheatenhagen positioned well.
I'll jump in for Wheeler. That was an error.
The shortstop number 12, Sabrina Anguiano.
I was ready to make the call, but there's no way I'm going to trust myself. 2 on, nobody out, and Anguiano the batter, and the Hornets have something going here in the top of the third, trailing at 2-0. Anguiano bunts it foul.
For a game that started slow, this is developing some features.
Anguiano flied to center, hit the ball hard her first time up, but Bellazalba positioned well for the out. 0-1 on Anguiano. Bunted in front of home plate. It's a fair ball. McAdams will go to first and retire Anguiano, but the successful sacrifice puts 2 runners in scoring position with only 1 out, and Veronica Garza coming to the plate. Well, Anguiano, 400 hitter, but does a good job there moving the runners along, and at this point, the Hornets happy, I would imagine, to just put a run, maybe 2 on the board here and get things back to even. Garza the batter. Off-speed pitch from McAdams in there for a strike. Garza frozen on that one. Go over the numbers of McAdams in 169 and a third innings pitched, 202 strikeouts, only 83 hits allowed, walk 63. So she's got the overpowering stuff. That one gets away from Donovan. Here comes the runner, and she'll be safe at the plate. Guzman comes home on the wild pitch from McAdams.
Wild pitch. Wild pitch.
That's good alert base running from Guzman, and College of San Mateo hurting themselves in the field here. A wild pitch and an error in this inning, and the Hornets have the tying run at third base, still only 1 out. So Nicole Borg going to come out for a conference. Well, this has been something of the theme, the ethos for the weekend so far. One team puts a foot out in front, and the other team seems to respond. That's certainly what we saw a fair amount in Game 1, and that appears to be the case here in Game 2 so far, as the Hornets have responded here in the top of the third after the 2-run homer in the bottom of the second. Gave the Bulldogs an early lead. Fouled out of play by Garza. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Veronica Garza. They're in at the corners for College of San Mateo, about halfway up the middle. McAdams with a look, kicks and delivers, base hit to left, tie ball game. So Garza with a base hit, and the Hornets have evened it up at 2 here in the top of the third.
Haley Williams.
Looked like a rise ball that didn't rise quite enough.
Well, it really wasn't a very good pitch to swing at. It's going to be a ball. He just
Tomahawks that one to left, the curve ball outside. 1 ball and no strikes.
That's a hitter saying, I'm going to hit.
Well, you wonder on something like a rise ball, if you don't get the full velocity on it, sometimes that's a pitch that just kind of hangs up there a little bit. And maybe as a hitter, might see something you can turn on. Fly ball center field. Zalba for the out.
Also, you don't want it to hit you in the face.
Makes a certain amount of sense. 2 down. Garza at first. And Vasquez coming to the plate for Fullerton. The Hornets with a couple of hits, a wild pitch, a throwing error, and they've put 2 on the board to even things up in the top of the 3rd. Change up and a swing and a miss from Vasquez. Vasquez popped to short, leading off the 2nd inning. Chopper on the left side. Gretsch on the short hop. Tough play, but she goes to first to retire Vasquez and the side, but not before the Hornets put 2 across. 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. Bottom of the 3rd, all even again. Fullerton College and College of San Mateo tied at 2. It's the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Bottom of the 3rd inning here from Bakersfield, the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Game 2, College of San Mateo and Fullerton tied at 2. Haley Hyatt, and then the top of the order, Aubrey Bussinger and Emily McAdams. Due up, first pitch, a swing and a miss for Hyatt. Hyatt batting from the left side, 360 the average on the season, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Gets the running start, bouncer to short, and Anguiano able to just get Hyatt by a half a step. And Sabrina Anguiano flashes the range from the shortstop spot. 1 down, and Bussinger coming to the plate. She struck out back in the 1st inning. Let's see if Vasquez here. Obviously, we've alluded to the championship experience going back a couple of years with Cypress, and have to imagine that that's helpful, you know, for a young pitcher working in the circle with so much pressure.
Yeah, and if you recall that championship game, I think it was 217.
Yeah, against Mount San Antonio College.
Yeah.
Lined hard, but right to Guzman. So Bussinger hits it on the screws.
It was a high-stress game, one in the last of the last.
On one of the stranger plays that you will see, just a terrific running play, if my memory is right, for Cyprus, on a pass ball or on a ball that was a swinging bunt, and then the player scored from second base, and yeah, it's an incredibly alert play, and that was a tremendously entertaining championship game between Mount San Antonio College and Cyprus.
But had Cyprus lost that and had to go to an if game, she couldn't have gone on. Her arm was hanging.
Yeah, I want to say it was 9th or 10th inning. I mean, it was beyond regulation.
Yes.
McAdams with a 1-1 count. Vasquez rocks and fires. And that one off of Rengifo at third, so this is a fair ball.
Bad turn.
And McAdams, running hard, ends up at second base.
Yeah, she took a little bit, took the polar route to get back towards second base, but she got away with it.
Well, she's a little more used to being in the circle than at first base. But, yeah, a wide turn here, but plenty of time. And that's a ball, that's a little bit of a bad break if you're Fullerton. That's a ball that would have been foul in all likelihood, but with Rengifo cheating in at third base against McAdams, it ends up going off Rengifo, down the line. Now College of San Mateo has a runner at second base with 2 down. Popped up back toward the screen. Garza back but runs out of room. So now will that go down as a double for McAdams?
Yes.
I only ask because, yes, according to the numbers, first extra base hit of the year for Emily McAdams. And we'll see if Gretsch can pick her up with 2 down. No balls and a strike. Vasquez ready. Here's the pitch. Off speed, lifted to center. And Williamson, there in time, makes the catch to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Through 3 complete, 2 all. Fullerton and College of San Mateo. It's the 3C2A softball championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Top of the 4th. It'll be Lillevoix leading things off, swinging at the first pitch and driving it to deep center. Zalba looks up and it's gone! Chloe Lillevoix. And the Hornets are all the way back. Now they lead it 3-2.
And that was a no-wind home run. She got it all.
For Lillevoix. Home run number 3 on the season, and she takes it out to pretty much the deepest part of the ballpark there, just a shade to right center. But she gives it a ride. And the Hornets with a tremendous response after they fell behind 2-0. They've come back and have grabbed a 3-2 lead here against Emily McAdams, who had been so dominating all season long. But as we've talked about, it's a whole different animal here once you get to these 8 teams. There's no easy marks. This is the best to offer. Swing and a miss from Rengifo. A ball and a strike. Again, working that outside corner, and another swing and a miss from Rengifo. A ball and 2 strikes. Rengifo walked her first time up. Try that outside corner one more time, just a bit outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. And Rengifo able to hold up. They will appeal down to third. And Skylar Brown says no strike. Here's the payoff from McAdams. Rengifo fouls this one away.
Ball 4.
McAdams on the season did give up 5 home runs and 169 and a third, so it's a rare event, but not completely unheard of. 3-2 on Rengifo. Fly ball left field over the head of Sterling and all the way to the wall. Rengifo with a stand-up double. And the Hornets now starting to get their hacks in against McAdams. Looked like they were playing Rengifo shallow to left. And she lifts this one over Sterling.
The right fielder, number 21, Annabelle Mendez.
So the Hornets looking to add to the lead. Have a runner in scoring position, still nobody out. Annabelle Mendez, who has 7 home runs on the season, stands in, fouls that one straight back. McAdams ready. Curve ball outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes on Mendez. A strikeout victim her first time up. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Foul territory, but playable for Donovan. Mendez retired. And Desiree Guzman coming to the plate. Guzman singled and scored in the third. McAdams has the sign, kicks and delivers. Fly ball, center field. Zalba in front of the track for out number 2. Rengifo retreating to second. We are joined by the Mike Stepeda on the broadcast as well. Welcome, Michael.
Gentlemen.
He's been here doing, everything.
Well, I leave and there's a bunch of home runs all over the place. What's going on?
Just waiting for you to leave the press box. Here's Alcala, who reached on an error her first time up.
I don't know why there wasn't a tag at second base and advanced to third on the play.
Yeah, and a fly ball just in front of the track, and you've got to believe that Rengifo could have made it. Here's the 0-1 to Alcala. And again, McAdams gets the outside corner, and Alcala in a hole now, no balls and 2 strikes.
A couple home runs today, none of them by Annabelle Mendez. Mendez, you talked about, Jeff, with 7 home runs on the year. 3 of them came in the El Camino series.
Swing and a miss. McAdams fans Alcala to end the inning, but not before the Hornets take the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. Chloe Lillavois goes downtown, and the the Hornets have a 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's the 3C2A Softball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Vasquez with a 3-2 lead, and she gets set to work the bottom of the fourth against Mandy Wheatenhagen, Riley Donovan, and Ali Sarabia for the Bulldogs of College of San Mateo. Vasquez first offering the drop ball low. 1-0 on Wheatenhagen. She walked her first time up. Came around to score on the Donovan home run that followed. Curveball in there for a strike.
Jeff, I believe coming in, Jessica Lopez was the innings leader on the season for Fullerton. Lulu Vasquez starting today. Coach, what's the approach here in terms of having Vasquez in the circle? Is it a matter of she's been here before, she knows the stage? Is it?
It's probably more of an algorithm. I mean, there's 100 different things that go into a gut call.
Yeah.
You know, if you're just guessing, that's you're not doing a very good job. But if you're factoring in a bunch of things, and she's been here before, she's won the state, I would think, and you can't afford to lose the first game, really. So I would say yes.
2-2. Yeah, to your point, Michael Lopez, 148 innings. Vasquez 135 and a third, so they've really worked interchangeably for much of the year as well. Hot smash to short, but Anguiano up with it and over to first. And there's a ball that could have been trouble, but Anguiano putting on a show here at short.
And much of that for Lulu Vasquez has been, as of late, they've been ramping up her arm strength. Came back from an arm injury. She transferred from Cyprus. Remember, she won this title, part of the undefeated team that won it for Cyprus the last time we were here.
Yeah, 17.
And Vasquez now starting to ramp up on the innings. So not the second on the team, but that's a formidable 1-2 duo in the circle
Yes.
for any team.
You know, and I think Cyprus had the same kind of, not dilemma, but choice to make in the first game. You got two pitchers that are roughly equal statistically.
Yeah.
Who goes?
Yeah.
You know, and what Coach Bickler did is he asked them, and he didn't get them to make the decision. He just wanted to hear what they had to say.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, it's just
Such an advantage in this format, too, because we could talk about who goes today, but the reality is if the Hornets make a deep run here or were to win a championship, both of them would play a significant role before the season would go, and it's a nice problem for the Hornets to have. Two pitchers that can get the job done, first pitch in their first
honestly,
strike.
when you get to this level, you don't know who's the money pitcher.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've gone through a season with two pitchers and they both win, well, maybe one of them doesn't respond quite as well to pressure.
Right.
And you don't know that until it happens.
1-0 on Donovan, the count.
Yeah.
Hit hard to left again and gone. Donovan, that one got out in a hurry. A line shot, and it was in a similar location as the first home run from Donovan. But that one, I don't know, did that get any more than about 15 feet off the ground at any point? She just rips this one out to left center.
It looked like it was going to hit one of those signs in left field.
To quote one of our favorite movies, that one looked like it should have had a stewardess on it.
She's over in the dugout asking if she gets a free steak.
No bulls out there to hit, though.
But Donovan doing some work 2 home runs. And we are tied again at 3, and Sarabia will be the batter. Off the end of the bat, and Vasquez will snare that one. So 2 down. And Bella Zalba, who popped to second her first time up. Foul back to the screen. Now Hornets 3, Riley Donovan 3.
Now, is Donovan the one with the sister?
Yes.
Yeah.
Her older sister is named Harley. Is named Harley.
Well, College of San Mateo, this is a team that has been here a lot. They have frequented the championships, I'd say, for the last 6-7 years.
Yes.
But I think they only have 1 title to their name, and that kind of speaks to the elevated pressure
Yes.
And the stage of the event.
Yes, and to the just the quality of the competition.
Absolutely.
Here's the 0-2 to Zalma. She just reaches out and gets a piece.
It really tends to boil down more often than not to who's the better team and what are the matchups.
Yeah.
In some combination. If you have a better team, except you don't match up well, then
Pitch to Zalma, out in front, down on strikes.
Beauty.
1 run on the Donovan bomb. Through 4, 3 all. College of San Mateo and Fullerton. It's the 3C2A softball championship day 1 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. The order due up for Fullerton in the top of the 5th. Tied at 3. And Anguiano against McAdams. A swing and a miss on the curveball. Anguiano 0 for 1. Fly to center. And a sacrifice bunt in 2 trips.
Coach, you've had a pretty good look here at McAdams today. Why is she successful? Why is she struggling at times?
well, obviously the quality of the opposition factors in, but
sure.
if you have to be a lot finer than you can't get away with mistakes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
But you're successful if you change speeds, you hit locations, and who's ever calling the pitches calls the right pitch for the stance of the batter,
Base hit.
for the strength and weakness of the batter.
So Anguiano, the leadoff hitter, aboard.
Use the same word I used before. It's an algorithm, and it's by no means completely reliable.
Oh, I'm counting with my fingers here, so when you say algorithm, you might as well be speaking another language.
Okay, how about a bunch of different things? Does that work?
Garza 1 for 2. Grounded to short and singled. Bunted on the right side. Sarabia over to Hyatt, covering. Meanwhile, Anguiano trying to get to third, and they've got her.
I have a pretty good look of it here.
Yeah, she's out.
So a somewhat unconventional double play.
3.
But College of San Mateo will take it, and Anguiano trying to swipe the extra base and no chance as Gretsch puts the tag on. 2 down, bases empty. And that'll bring up Williamson. First pitch, swinging and a base hit.
That's the kind of play that you get away with more often than not during the regular season. It doesn't quite work as well at this level.
Yeah, it's a good alert play from Hyatt over there at covering first base. And you can't help but think if you're Fullerton College, maybe that was the go-ahead run right there if you still have Anguiano at second. But the runner erased. And Williamson at first with 2 down. A bluff towards second, but she's not going anywhere. Here's Vasquez, who's popped to short and grounded to third.
Great job on replay, Craig, by the way. That was beautiful.
Vasquez for the pitching success this season. A .367 hitter as well. Not a surprise that she's in there. Breaking ball in there for a strike. A ball and a strike on Lulu Vasquez.
3.
Williamson. A couple of stolen bases on the season. Drop ball low.
Ryan, can you get close up on the catcher, please? Take 4.
Sarabia and Gretsch. A little bit inside the bag at first and third. Outfield straightaway and deep for Vasquez. Curve ball outside, 3 balls and a strike. McAdams ready.
Oh.
Sky high to left, but twisting foul.
So how many home runs on the year for Lulu? I know she was up there.
5. Second on the team.
Yeah.
Hey, your memory is spot on.
She was first on the team before the El Camino series.
Yeah. Before Annabelle Mendez got going. Payoff pitch to Vasquez. Popped up. And this will do it for the Hornets in the 5th as Donovan puts it away. No runs on 2 hits. No errors, 1 left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Fullerton and College of San Mateo tied at 3. The 3C2A Softball Championship, Day 1 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Jessica Lopez, the new pitcher for Fullerton College, as College of San Mateo comes up in the bottom of the 5th. In a 3-all ball game, it'll be Jamie Madigan, Haley Hyatt, and then the top of the order, Aubrey Bussinger for the Bulldogs. Lopez takes over for Vasquez, making her 35th appearance on the season, a record of 19-5, an ERA of 0.95. For Lopez in 148 innings, she's allowed just 60 hits, walked 64, struck out 213. So did things just get better or worse here for College of San Mateo as they come to bat in the bottom of the 5th?
I don't know. Talk to Donovan about it.
Yeah. Donovan has been the offense. Madigan stepping in from the right side. Here's the pitch from Lopez, off speed, and a big swing and a miss for Jamie Madigan. Madigan came in batting 286. Flied to right. First time up. Lopez rocks and fires. Gets the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes on Madigan.
Ready on 1. Track on.
The 0-2 from Lopez. Madigan fouls this one away. And this is not an unfamiliar MO for Fullerton. A lot of times Lopez and Vasquez work games together all season long. High pop on the infield. Lillevoix in foul territory for out number 1.
A small sample size here, Coach, but what do you see that Lopez does differently versus Vasquez?
That's a great question. I mean, I don't have a fast answer for it. Any difference is going to be a slight difference in speed, slight difference in delivery. It's just going to change the look.
Yeah.
And you're going into the third time through the order.
Hyatt with the running start, fouls it away.
It's going to take them 1 time through the order minimum to get used to a new pitcher.
Right.
I had a year once where I had a surfeit of pitchers, and I actually could use one as a closer. She had a rise ball that nobody could hit once.
Wow.
So up to 9 batters, she was gold.
The infield in at all 4 positions for Hyatt. Takes the pitch outside, a ball and a strike.
What a luxury as a coach, huh?
Yeah, and it's rare that you have multiple pitchers who have equal ability, maybe different looks, but equal ability. Usually one is better than the other, or 2. That there's a progression.
I think I heard you say in the game previous, players make you look good, especially when they can throw a changeup.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably makes you look even better when they throw a rise ball nobody can hit.
Yeah, I mean, a changeup's the equalizer.
Yeah.
I mean, it just forces them to consider something that is
1-2 to Hyatt.
that changes their spatial reckoning.
Through on the left side. So Hyatt puts one in the hole between short and third, and she's on with a 1-out base hit.
Single by Hyatt brings up the leadoff hitter, the shortstop number 22, Aubrey.
So Bussinger will be the batter. She's 0 for 2, struck out and flied to left. Bussinger came in batting .370 on the season, 6 home runs in the leadoff spot, and she had a cut there, fouled back to the screen.
But she clearly has a different look. Lopez has a looks like she's less reliant on the the screwball change or screwball curveball and the ups and the downs, the drops. Because she looks like she's got a good handle on the inside location.
Fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes on Bussinger. She's 6 for 14 now in the postseason. Coming off a 3 for 3 performance in the clincher against Solano. Game 2 of that series. It's College of San Mateo punched their ticket and moved on to Bakersfield. Blooper into right. Long run and a near collision, but Mendez has it for the out.
Mendez might be able to win that collision.
Yeah, not sure Kaylee Williamson really.
One thing that Coach Speed was talking about in the lead up and talking about Mendez and how impressed she is not only with her plate discipline and her ability to hit the ball, but very nimble on her feet. You see it right there, putting on the brakes to make a catch and avoid the collision.
That'll bring up McAdams. McAdams with a double her last time up, 1 for 2 in the game. We've seen him go to Lopez. McAdams far and away the leader in innings this season for San Mateo. On the left side, the throw from Rengifo retires McAdams, and the side, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Heading to the 6th, Game 2 of the 3C2A Softball Championship Fullerton and College of San Mateo tied at 3.
Really? Yeah. Outmounts that.
Fullerton, College of San Mateo tied at 3. Lillebois will lead things off, followed by Rengifo and Annabelle Mendez against Emily McAdams. And Lillebois, last time up, took one out, a home run to near straightaway center. She's 1 for 2 in the game. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1 curveball outside. One pitch. In the dirt. 2 balls and a strike on Lillebois. And
A home run
on
earlier.
deck, Rengifo. And do we have the look here at the home run? This is Lillebois last time up, and it's all of this one. Meanwhile, in live action, fly ball to shallow center, and Lillebois retired to start the 6th inning.
This is the home run, I believe, here, Emery. Went down and got that one.
And that's the real power there when you can take it to straightaway center. That'll bring up Rengifo. Perfect on the day. Walked and doubled in 2 trips. Off-speed pitch low. 1 ball and no strikes to Rengifo. Missing again with the fastball is McAdams. 2 balls and no strikes on Rengifo. Came in batting .342 for the season. 2-0 pitch. Fly ball out of play. Emily McAdams with a look into the dugout. Has one she likes. Here's the 2-1. Again, trying to work that outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Three-one pitch to Rengifo. Second walk of the day for Rengifo. A 1-out base runner for the Hornets. Annabelle Mendez, who's 0 for 2, will be the batter. 80 pitches you see for Emily McAdams, but she's been the #1 starter for much of this season, and A little bit warmer out here, Coach, but
Warmer than San Mateo.
still we're not still not what we normally see
No.
here.
We're about 25 degrees south of what we're used to when we come up here.
Batting the right fielder, number 21.
Wonder what it's going to be like at Fresno next week.
I think we all know the answer to that. So Mendez digging in. Foul tip. No balls and a strike. And you see, that's the 7 home run swing right there from Annabelle Mendez. 0-1 the count. McAdams tries the curveball outside.
No, you got
No,
strike.
got the call. Okay. No balls and 2 strikes. See what happened there. I made the call before him. I thought I knew that one. When am I going to learn? 0-2 now on Mendez. Fouled away.
To be fair, we've seen the couple that we thought were strikes that were called balls. So.
And Paul Marinas behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. McAdams has the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat. Gretsch has it. Snap throw back to first. Rengifo is safe. Now the ball gets away, and Rengifo will take second. So this should be a line out and an error on the throw. They almost had Rengifo doubled off. As we'll watch the replay. And Gretsch able to come up with it, and we'll get a good look at the throw there.
Yeah, good throw.
Just a little bit offline, and Rengifo alertly gets to her feet and takes second. So a runner at second with 2 down, and Guzman will be the batter. Rise ball gets away. Rengifo looking for third. She'll make it. The throw into shallow left, but what a great play by Bussinger backing it up. Rengifo thought about coming home, but Bussinger right there.
I think Bussinger had a couple words for Rengifo, so try it. I think we might be able to catch that on replay here, Emery. See Bussinger backing her up. I wonder if we have it on 4 or 3. See her chirp over right here.
Looked like, to me, like a passed ball for Guzman, and maybe it's a miscommunication on the pitch between McAdams and Donovan. Meanwhile, the count now a ball and a strike on Desiree Guzman.
Shout out to the crew here today. Emery Johnson directing in the cockpit. Craig Wilmore, Ryan Wilmore.
1-1 pitch in on the hands.
Drop,
shallow left. Bussinger with a long run, and it drops for a hit. The Hornets have the lead. Guzman got caught up between first and second. They'll throw her out at second, but not before. The Hornets, on a bloop single by Guzman, take a 4-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Walks, errors, pass balls, a bloop single, and the Hornets have a 4-3 lead. That's all it takes, Coach. 6 outs away now for the Hornets. A long way to go
Yeah, as I
as College of San Mateo comes to the plate.
This game has a lot of features.
Heart of the order due up, Caitlin Gretsch, Mandy Wheatenhagen, and Riley Donovan due up in the bottom of the 6th. Curveball outside, a ball and no strikes on Gretsch, who's 0 for 2. (1-0) to Gretsch. Off speed in there for a strike. Well, Lopez later in this inning will get her first crack at Riley Donovan, who's 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. So far in this one, 2 balls and a strike. Gretsch batting .385, coming in. Jammed her back to the screen. Count evened up 2-2. There's a good look at Caitlin Gretsch, the third baseman for College of San Mateo. Lopez ready, rocks and fires. Rise ball. Fouled away. Lopez came on in the 5th. Allowed 1 hit in a scoreless inning off the end of the bat, but it will make it out to Williamson, who has it for the out. That'll bring up Wheatenhagen, who's 0 for 1, grounded to short and walked. And while we talk about the power of Riley Donovan, especially today with the 2 home runs, Wheatenhagen represents a lot of danger with 12 home runs, far and away the team lead on the season. Curveball from Lopez in there for a strike.
Yeah, you might say this is a big inning.
What's the approach here, Coach?
Inside, Buster inside.
On the outside corner, right center field, and deep and gone.
Because I don't think outside was going to work.
You let her extend.
Yeah.
The
Well,
power to right center, 13th home run of the season for Wheatenhagen.
Also because
replay?
Lopez was doing real well on the inside part of the plate.
We'll get a look at the pitch here.
It's outside.
Let her extend. And
Yep.
Bam. Out of here.
Now batting the catcher, number 21.
Brand new ball game in the bottom of the 6th. We're tied at 4. And here is Riley Donovan. It's been the long ball for College of San Mateo today. 3 home runs accounting for the 4 runs. And here are 2 of them. In the person of Riley Donovan. We'll take you back to a little bit earlier in the game. And this was number 1. But watch out for number 2 because it doesn't look too different. Breaking ball low, 2 balls and no strikes. And this is not, I believe, a replay of 1. It only looks like it, but this is the 2nd home run. And it is startling how similar they are. Both out to left center and both rockets. Fouled away. 2 balls and a strike. Donovan, freshman catcher for San Mateo, came in with an average of .378. She's improved on that number. She's up to 8 home runs on the season as well. And when tailing inside, 3 balls and a strike. This is the first look for Lopez against Donovan, but she appears to be working pretty carefully. This time around, lifted to shallow left on Guiano. Calling everyone off, and she's got it
That was an inside,
for out number 2.
That was an inside pitch as well.
got it in on the hands.
Yep.
2 down, bases empty, and Ali Sarabia coming to the plate.
Now batting plate first base number 8, Ali Sarabia.
Sarabia 0 for 2, fly to left, and line back to the box. Her last time up. Only 5 hits today for College of San Mateo, but 4 runs coming courtesy of 3 home runs in the game. Lopez will get a new ball. 1-1 the count on Sarabia. Alley came into the action today batting .355. 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Lopez ready. Here's the 1-1. Low and inside. San Joaquin Delta, a winner earlier today in Game 1, 5-2 over Cyprus. Popped up, Rengifo, but it's Anguiano calling her off and putting it away to retire the side, but not before Mandy Wheatenhagen goes downtown, ties it up at 4. You are watching the 3C2A Softball Championship here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Nothing resolved yet as we head to the 7th. Tied at 4, San Mateo and Fullerton College. Game 2 of the 3C2A Softball Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. And a reminder, we will have wall-to-wall coverage. Every game, every pitch from Bakersfield here this weekend. And we have crowned our 2019 3C2A Softball Champion.
Number 10, Alyssa Haro.
New pitcher for San Mateo. Oh, I'm sorry? Okay, no, okay, so McAdams is pitching. It's Alyssa Haro at the plate for Fullerton. So McAdams working into the 7th now, 2 balls and no strikes on Haro. Who will bat for Jocelyn Alcala. Now down in the count, 3 balls and no strikes is Emily McAdams. And, well, you really don't want to put the leadoff hitter aboard here with a walk.
Ever.
The bottom of the order, Alyssa Haro takes that pitch for a strike, and you got to imagine it's going to be a take sign one more time for Haro.
That was a gift. That could easily have been ball 4.
Taking a look at the score here, and McAdams has walked just 1 today, 3-1 swinging and fouling it away. Full count now on Alyssa Haro, making just her 22nd appearance of the season. Just 5 for 18 at the plate for a .278 average. Big spot here. Soft line drive. Hyatt might have trapped it, but she goes the short way to first to retire Haro either way. could have been a little bit of trouble, but Hyatt able to trap it. Haro retired, and that'll bring up Anguiano, who's 1 for 2. Anguiano was one of the biggest moments of the entire postseason. You go back to the regionals in Game 1. Fullerton at home taking on College of the Canyons in an opening round matchup, and the game was tied at 2 in the 6th inning. And Anguiano came up, the big 2-run bomb. The Hornets take the 4-2 victory, and they have really gone onwards and upwards from there, going to El Camino in the Super Regionals and winning that series to make their way up to Bakersfield. No balls and 2 strikes quickly on Anguiano.
If Fullerton can put a run on the board, San Mateo's getting down in the lineup. So this would be the inning for them.
Yeah, just
make
went through
their
the
move.
heart of the order. It'll be the bottom of the order due up for College of San Mateo in the bottom of the 7th. Curve ball and a check swing fouled off. Well, remember that moment that it was 3-0 to Alyssa Haro and just that close, because you get that leadoff runner aboard with the top of the order coming up. Kind of like the Hornet situation, but McAdams able to work out of that particular hole, get Haro. Inside nearly hits Anguiano.
How'd that miss her? She's a big meal away from having that hitter.
Right. Well, sometimes the wiry frame helps you, and sometimes maybe a little more on there wouldn't be too bad. Ground ball to short, and Bussinger over to first to retire Anguiano. 2 down, base is empty, and Veronica Garza will be the batter. Garza's 1 for 2.
Batting the pitcher number 7, Veronica Garza.
Had a base hit back in the 3rd. McAdams ready. And a drop ball in the dirt for ball 1. One-0 pitch. Popped up, back toward the screen. Donovan giving chase, and we're going to fall for strike 1. And McAdams has reached the 100 pitch count with that one. And again, you don't expect that to make a huge difference for today, but it does perhaps raise the question moving forward. Well, something that we'll see how that plays out in the coming days. Chopper back up the middle. Hyatt going to go to first in time to get Garza. Sarabia with the stretch, and the side retired 3 up and 3 down in the top of the 7th. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. College of San Mateo, Fullerton College tied at 4. It's the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Yeah, pitch only makes a difference when they get in the winner's bracket home. She won't feel the same.
Seven, 8, 9 due up for College of San Mateo in the bottom of the 7th. Isabella Zalba, Jamie Madigan, Haley Hyatt against Jessica Lopez, who will work into her 3rd inning in relief of Lulu Vasquez. And we started to talk about the pitch count, Coach, and I think it's an interesting thing to talk about here moving forward. And with the result of this game obviously still very much up in the air as the first pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. It makes a big difference here when you're talking about pitching moving forward. Winner's bracket and loser's bracket. And again, it goes amount to the sheer number of games you're talking about.
And the depth of your staff. And what we don't have is insight into the workload for the year, the condition of the arm, what a recovery time is, things like that. But generally speaking, throwing 100 some odd pitches in the first day and coming back the second is not an issue. If you're in the winner's bracket, you have to throw 4 games and win them all. If you're in the loser's bracket, you have to play and win 7, or 8 actually, and win 7.
So in terms of a number 1 star, as long as you keep winning, you can just come back with the same person. But it gets a little tricky when you start talking about that 2 games in a day, back-to-back days.
Which is what makes the 18 format kind of difficult for 4 of the teams.
Foul territory, but playable for Rengifo. So Zalba retired for out number 1 in the 7th, and that'll bring up Madigan, who's 0 for 2.
And now the pitch count is going to get tricky because this looks like extra innings to me.
Coach, it's crazy how much the format really plays into what or how you need to build your team in terms of the pitching staff. You think back to a couple of years ago, back up here at Bakersfield. I remember not that year, not the year Cypress won it, but the year before that, Sacramento City loses to Santiago Canyon, but Sac City had a pitcher that pitched the whole way.
Yeah. But with 4 teams, I mean that's doable. With 8, it's not. I'm not a fan of the 18 format for that reason. It's not. It's not that much. You don't have that many pitchers anymore.
And why is that?
Title IX has opened up so many opportunities nationwide for scholarships, and so the players that traditionally would go to the junior colleges are now getting rides that any NAIA Division I, Division II, Division III. Just not enough to go around. And the snowbound schools love California pitchers. So I just look at my own geographical area, Merced. There are pitchers now that are getting rides out of high school that couldn't have played for us.
Do the snowbound pitchers love California schools?
I was just going to say.
Does that go both ways?
It's a guy from Illinois you're talking to over here.
Yeah, it's not a two-way street. Well, I mean, because California schools don't offer scholarships.
Haley Hyatt 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit her last time up, 2 down, bases empty. Lopez rocks and fires. And outside.
And the idea of a full ride is pretty much a myth. If they give you enough to buy books and shoelaces, that's a scholarship. Parents kick in 30, 40 grand for the rest of the expenses. You're still on scholarship.
1-1 to Hyatt.
Trouble.
Looper into center.
Not trouble.
Williamson lays out and makes the catch. Well, this is part sensational effort from Williamson and part good scouting and positioning there. Williamson gets a great jump from shallow center, robs Hyatt of a hit. We're heading for extra innings, tied at 4. Game 2 of the 3C2A Softball Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Extra innings in game 2. Fullerton College and College of San Mateo tied at 4. Here at Bakersfield, the 3C2A Softball Championships, Day 1. And Kaylee Williamson set to lead things off against Emily McAdams, who will continue to work in the circle. Williamson 1 for 3, a single her last time up. Williamson came in batting .418 on the season. They're in at the corners, sky high, in back of second, and Hyatt pulls it in for out number 1. That'll bring up Lulu Vasquez, continuing as the DP. Vasquez 0 for 3. McAdams ready into the line. Here's the pitch. Off speed in there for a strike.
Jeff, if you wondered why they made that position switch at the beginning of the game, this is why. It's not a replacement where she's out of the game. This is a position switch. She's a starter as a DP. Starters can be re-entered once.
So she's listed as the DP.
Yes, so when the pitching replacement is made, she can now move to defensive position.
And there you have it. Exactly it. 1 ball, 2 balls and 1 strike now on Vasquez. Lillebois waiting on deck as the Hornets take a trip through the heart of the order here in the top of the 8th. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and Vasquez had a cut. You can watch the pitch count for McAdams continue to climb. And, you know, the innings pitched this year for McAdams, they're substantial, but not crazy. She's a little bit under 170 innings for the season. Wave and a miss at the breaking ball. Vasquez down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down. And here in the 7th and 8th inning, now it's McAdams starting to settle into a groove after that strange top of the 6th where we saw everything happen with pass balls and errors and bloop singles. Now it is 5 in a row set down by McAdams, who seems to be finding her groove working into the 8th. Swing and a miss from Chloe Lillebois.
Coach, you would have a better eye of it than we would, but she almost looks like she's stronger now than she was 3 innings ago.
Very well could be, because as you get tired, your mechanics can smooth out. You're not. You're getting into the zone where you're reverting to kind of a natural state.
Yeah.
Well, Lord knows it would be reasonable to be a little keyed up, especially I think that's one of the challenges of the circle early in this kind of format at this type of event.
And as you know from other sports that when you get keyed up, your extremities turn to stone.
Yeah.
So everything's a struggle. And now you just start to relax, and all of a sudden you get to be Gumby.
We keep on pressing about the difference between what you have to do in the losers bracket versus the winners. I think we would agree that San Mateo is probably a team that's built to win in the winners bracket, but not really built to come out of the losers. And Fullerton, should they lose, the silver lining is they do have 2 pitchers at their disposal.
Yeah.
2 pitchers, no margin for error, but 2 pitchers, it's true. Hard hit to left, into the corner. This will be extra bases for Lillebois. 2-out double for Chloe Lillebois. The Hornets have a runner in scoring position with 2 down, and Sarah Rengifo coming to the plate.
Have a game, young lady. 2nd extra base hit today.
Tried to bust that one inside, as you've been talking about, Coach, and that time Lillebois got the head of the bat around. Rengifo perfect on the afternoon, a double and 2 walks and 3 trips. So Donovan going to come out for a quick visit with McAdams, and now we're ready. first pitch to Rengifo. Outside a ball. Lillebois does have very good speed at second base. You got to believe that a base hit to the outfield stands a good chance of giving the Hornets the lead. 2-0 now on Rengifo, and you got Annabelle Mendez on deck, so I don't know how careful you want to be with Rengifo here. If you're McAdams, though, McAdams has had more success against Annabelle Mendez today. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Lifted to left. Long run for Sterling, who lays out but can't get it.
And that's an important point, Jeff, because it's statistics and past history is one thing, but matchups and what you're doing today is another. If she's had success against her all game, chances are the particular pitch pattern, chances are she can do it again. Batters don't necessarily correct themselves in one game.
2 balls and a strike on Rengifo. The pitch from McAdams. Fly ball left field, playable for Sterling. She started back, but moving in, has it to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Heading to the bottom of the 8th. San Mateo and Fullerton tied at 4. Game 2 of the 3C2A Softball Championship from SoCalCollegeSports.com. Bottom of the 8th inning. And the top of the order due up, Aubrey Bussinger, Emily McAdams, and Caitlin Gretsch for College of San Mateo. Lopez rocks and fires, fouled straight back. Bussinger's 0 for 3. Flied to right, flied to left, and struck out. Bussinger came in swinging a hot stick in the postseason.
Well, she was right on that one. If Lopez has a changeup, we'll see it here.
Long drive into left center and a sensational grab by Guzman, tracking it down.
That's a great catch for out number 1.
Yeah, look at the replay here as Bussinger again hits it hard. She's hit it hard a couple of times today. This one up in the zone, and Guzman on the run. 1 down. McAdams, who's 1 for 3, coming to the plate. Infield in for McAdams. And the outfield swung around the opposite way.
Trouble.
Looped into shallow left. That's a base hit. Second hit of the day for McAdams. And she's aboard with 1 down. And how big does the play become by Guzman just 1 batter later? As McAdams is aboard. That'll bring up Gretsch, who's 0 for 3. First pitch to Gretsch, off the end of the bat. Anguiano has the catch, but the throw to first is wild. McAdams going to head to second after Anguiano comes up with the throwing error after retiring Gretsch. Watch here, and McAdams is halfway between first and second. Coach, this is a real opportunity for Anguiano, and she's just wild with the throw.
Now, 2 out and 1 on. Right fielder number 44, Mandy Wheatenhagen.
So McAdams, the potential winning run at second base with 2 down, and Wheatenhagen coming to the plate. First pitch. Easy play for Rengifo. Great job by Lopez busting it inside to Wheatenhagen. Side retired, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on base through 8. San Mateo and Fullerton College tied at 4 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Top of the 9th inning. San Mateo and Fullerton tied at 4. Annabelle Mendez set to lead things off. She'll be followed by Desiree Guzman and Jocelyn Alcala. Mendez 0 for 3 on the afternoon. McAdams back in the circle. Kicks and delivers. Curveball in there for a strike.
I need one. No, I'm with the salad.
0-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to second, and Hyatt on the short hop. Mendez retired, and that'll bring up Guzman. 2 for 3. A pair of singles on the day. Well, I'll tell you, Coach, unless someone takes one downtown here, that has been the measure of the offense for most of today.
If the pattern holds, this game is going to end on a home run.
Guzman ready. McAdams with a look, and now we're ready to go. Here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, lifted to left. Sterling there to retire Guzman, 2 down. And here comes Alcala.
But it's just not responding.
Well, both teams put a runner in scoring position last year, and who's going to come up with the timely hit?
Jocelyn Alcala.
The winner of this one plays College of San Joaquin Delta. Our 11 o'clock game tomorrow here from Bakersfield. Meanwhile, at our alternate location, we will have the loser of this game taking on Cypress College. And we'll have both those games for you here on SoCal College Sports 1. Alcala's 0 for 2. Yeah, look at McAdams and pitching in the ninth in a tie ball game. Battling for a 3C2A championship. She's still loose and having fun out there. Slicing down the right field line and just foul. Missed it by about a foot. No more. No balls and 2 strikes to count now on Jocelyn Alcala.
This is the point where somebody, usually a grandparent from the stand, said, "Nice hit, honey." It's also a strike.
Yeah, Coach, you see the bottom line.
Well,
off speed outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, you want to get her mowing too. I don't care how you get them.
That's true.
110-mile exit velocity is still a strike.
If it was a hard hit ball, a real rope that went foul, did you tell your pitcher, nice pitch, strike?
No, I say strike 2.
That's it, that's what I'm saying. Alcala swing and a miss, down on strikes to retire the side, heading to the bottom of the ninth. San Mateo and Fullerton tied at 4. It's the 3C2A softball championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Riley Donovan set to lead things off. 2 for 3 on the day. 2 home runs. 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in. Lopez ready. Change up in there for a strike. No balls and a strike on Donovan. She and Mandy Wiedenhagen have been the offense for College of San Mateo. Curveball outside.
So I think they're going to pitch her carefully?
Well, do you want to put the leadoff runner aboard? I guess it's a,
well, it depends on
a tough situation here.
Depends on
Jessica
who
Lopez.
They have to pinch run, because she doesn't look too swift.
Ball up in the zone, 2 balls and a strike on Donovan. And well, I think you don't want those arms to get extended. We've seen that a couple of times if you're Fullerton and the ball leaving the yard.
This is the 3rd time facing Lopez, so.
2-1 pitch. Back to the screen. And it does look like a pretty steady diet of off-speed stuff.
Off-speed
to Donovan, not going after her with the fastball. Sarabia waits on deck. Be followed by Isabella Zalba for the Bulldogs here in the last of the ninth. Fly ball center field. Williamson under it and has it for the out. So Donovan retired. That'll bring up Sarabia, who's 0 for 3.
Now batting.
Sarabia now 4 for 14 in the postseason. First pitch swinging deep to left at the wall and gone. Sarabia with the walk-off.
Walk-off home run, Ali Sarabia.
Gonna get a look at the replay.
Sets up a Fullerton Cypress in the losers bracket. There's some familiarity there.
Yeah, 2 teams that know each other well, and 4 home runs on the day. The undoing of the Fullerton College Hornets. Did a pretty good job the rest of the way in terms of not allowing many hits. Lopez and Vasquez with some success out there, but the long ball for the Bulldogs tells the story. Do want to set up what happens next. It'll be 45 minutes before our next game to let the teams get ready. Mount San Antonio College and Sacramento City. We'll step aside, rejoin you in 45 minutes for Game 3 of the day. San Mateo, a 5-4 winner. Sarabia, bottom of the 9th, goes deep, and the Bulldogs get San Joaquin Delta tomorrow in the winner's bracket. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, step aside, rejoin you in 45 minutes. We'll see you then.